So let's just talk software that you might want to have on your computer. If you want to do video on your computer, probably the most, you either have QuickTime, which is rather important. Even if you have a Windows computer, you might want to have a Apple QuickTime. And another program I use a lot is called VLC Player. If you don't have VLC Player, it's nice to have VLC Player on your computer. The VLC Player will play any video. It plays DVDs. It plays things like that. If you want to take video off a DVD and put it onto your computer, you can do that using Handbrake. Handbrake, H-A-N-D, Handbrake. Handbrake.fr, it's in France. French don't care about copyright, I guess. So this program will take your video off your DVD and put it onto your computer. It uses all the major formats. The nice thing about it is you can use it for your iPod or iPad or your iPhone. I take all my kids' DVDs and I put it onto the computer, and then I put it on their iPad or something like that using this program. Okay, so if you want to download video onto your computer, you can use Handbrake. The other one I've used in the past is what's it called? What's the one I use for duplicating DVDs? I can't remember. Mac the Ripper. Mac the Ripper. Mac the Ripper will duplicate a DVD. I don't know if you have to pay for it. I don't know. It's a pay, but you can find it free in the internet. I don't know why there's a pay version here. But it'll take a DVD and make a duplicate DVD just for backup purposes. I don't condone going to the library, checking out a DVD, taking it home and duplicating it and taking your DVD back to the library. It's called Mac the Ripper. Okay, let's talk about video formats. So again, if you think about it, a lot of websites, and let's look at some websites. Let's look at, of course, my Zircon. Oh, if we could spell it right. Again, how I use video on this site is if you click on a product, there's a demonstration video here, and it pops up in a window over top. Again, this is linked to YouTube though. So this is one way to put video on your website, is to open it in a new window above. I'll demonstrate how to do that today, and once we get to Dreamweaver, okay? I'll show you the code, okay? So this is probably the way I use it. Other way you can do it is, if you look at my website, you can actually put video on your website. Like these ones are videos that are on my website. If I click on them, it actually plays the video. Okay, again though, this is playing from the Raskoff.com, and when somebody's playing a video on my website, it slows it way down because it's using the resources, and my computer, my web server is not made to stream video. This format is the H.264. As you can see, it's not very good quality. The reason why is I made this several years ago, probably almost 10 years ago. Yeah. You can see the compression in it. If you look closely at the video, it's kind of blurry and blocky. If you remember last class, we talked a little bit about JPEG, right? Remember the JPEG, and we looked and it was kind of blocky, right? Well, the way these compressors work, they're called lossy compressors, and what they do is they remove data. They work basically like JPEG, and they compress each frame. Okay, and that's why they're kind of blocky like this. If you want to even learn a little bit more detail, we can talk about compression, like compression. Okay, so most compressors use something called IPB, intra, predictable, and bidirectional. So the H.264 uses this technology called IPB. It was developed a long time ago for a DVD. Okay? When when you watch a DVD, you're watching a video that's on a laser or disc, right? So they had to compress the video so it's smaller to fit onto the DVD. So they came up with something called MPEG. MPEG. It's like JPEG, right? JPEG, MPEG. This is after motion. Hold on, let's turn this off. I'm sorry. So MPEG is like JPEG. It compresses the video inside of each frame. What the IPV is intra-frame, which means it compresses inside the frame. P means predict. It compresses according to what's coming up in bidirectional. But this is just the technology that's behind the compression. I just wanted to point that out. Let's steal some videos and look at them on your computer. You want to download a video? You want to follow what I'm doing? You can download a video. My favorite place to download a video is archive.org. They have adjusted archive.org. They redid the whole web page. As you can see here, it's a new look. One of the nice things about using archive.org is you can download videos in a variety of formats. There's a couple different formats that we're going to talk about today. So, what do you want to watch a video on? What was I looking at earlier? Give me an event, huh?
You're looking at your force video.
Yeah, video. We can just click the video link. I just clicked the video link. We'll just go to videos. And so there's a variety of different videos. Let's see. About bananas. That sounds very interesting. I like bananas. Oh, we got sci-fi and horror. NASA. Maybe a NASA video. How about we... So again, I'm on archive.org. I'm going to search right here. NASA for NASA. Hey. There we go. I don't know why the Night of the Living Dead comes up. NASA videos. How about we look for one? Voyage to the Planet of Prehistoric Women. Boy, that sounds interesting. GoPro? Is it a GoPro in space? It's not very good. Oh, there it is. Well, that's pretty interesting. It's 1 hour and 4 minutes. Woo! That's a long video. Too long. Let me find Apollo Multimedia Gallery. Let's see what's in there. Apollo 16 millimeter. Oh, there we go. $10 minutes, okay, that's not too bad. So let's say we wanted to put this video on our website, right? We want to put this video on our website. One way to do it is to link to it. If you think about it, this website, archive.org, allows you to do what we did with YouTube, where if you look at this little icon in the corner, so here's the little icon, the share icon that's in the corner of the down here. So if you click on that, share, you'll see you get your iframe right here. See it? Just like we did with YouTube, right? And you can copy and paste this into your web page, and it'll put that video on inside your web page, just like we did with YouTube, right? Remember doing that? I think we did that the first week of school. You remember that? Okay, good. And then it even has a WordPress embed. Look at that. WordPress embed. So again, you can do that. Another way you can put it on your website is download it. Okay, so I'm going to actually download it. You'll notice down here is that it gives you a variety of different formats here that you can download a video. Okay, you got MPEG-4, you got H.264, you got ISO image, I don't know what that is, and you got the OGG video. This is was to be the kind of HTML5 video. So you can use either one of these. To download a video off this website, the best way to do it is to right-click on the link and save file. Watch how I do it. I'm going to do the H.264 version. Notice there's a little download button. The problem with the download button is you click on it and it opens the video, right? Opens the video, and it's going to play the video. See? But what you can do is you can right-click on the link and save link as. So right-click on it, save link as. If you do that, it'll ask you to save the video. You'll notice it's an MP4 extension. That is and I'm just going to throw it on my desktop for now. MP4. Once it's downloaded, you'll find it on your computer. Let me hide all this. Let me hide this for now. And here it is. If you look at a video, try not to double click on things on your computer. Probably the best way to play a video like this is to right click on it and say open with, and you'll notice you got QuickTime Player, Flip Player, and a VLC player. Now let's just talk about, and this one is for After Effects, you don't need that one. So the QuickTime is again the original video format. If I open it in QuickTime Player, some things it'll tell me about the video. You can play it on your computer, of course, in QuickTime. The other nice thing about QuickTime is you can analyze the size of the video, because when you put it on your website, right, you might need to put the dimensions like a picture, right? You might need to say a certain size. So if you have a video open inside of QuickTime, you can go under View. What am I trying to do? No, Movie Inspector under Window. Show Movie Inspector right there. If you do that, it'll show you the size of the video. Look at the dimensions. These are in pixels, 640 by 480. So let's just talk about size for a moment. The standard size was old video is a 4:3 ratio. Remember TV back in the 90s? Remember TV back in the 80s? It was kind of square. Right? Square. This is in that square format. If you look at it, this is in the square format. The standard video size is 640 by 480. Then we went to 16:9 ratio, which is more of a widescreen, what we call wide screen. And the widescreen video had several sizes. It would be 720 by 480 at non-square pixels. It's hard. This is old. Let's try to avoid that. Another very popular size is 1280 by 720. This was called the JVC format. JVC is a video camera that kind of started that format. This is one version you can put on YouTube. Then, of course, standard high definition video is really 1920 by 1080. That's HD. So these are the ones you tend to put on YouTube. So this one, if you look at it, is 640 by 480. How did I get this window? I downloaded my video onto my computer, and I went under Window Inspector. This is under Window Movie Inspector, and it'll tell you what compression's in it. It's in the H.264. It's 640 by 480. Now the audio was compressed using AAC. AAC is the Apple compression of an audio. AAC stands for Advanced Audio Codecs. That's what AAC stands for, Advanced Audio Codecs, or compression. It's 29.97 frame rate, which is standard video frame rate right there. The data size is 67.4 megabytes, and the data rate is how much data does it send, and that's 825.68 kilobits a second. Why is this important? Well, it's important when if you're going to put this into Dreamweaver, into a page inside of Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver doesn't know what size the video is. You actually have to type into Dreamweaver the dimensions of the screen. Okay, so the reason why I analyze a video before I put it in Dreamweaver is so that I know what size the window is going to be. When you put a video in Dreamweaver, it just shows you a little icon. It doesn't show the video. So remember when we put the YouTube in there, it just shows a window, right? At least it, so I opened it up in QuickTime and analyzed it. If you want to recompress it, like I want to take this video and put it somewhere, you can use this program. It's called Encoder. How this program works is it's called Encoder. You drag your video right into the window. So this program's called Adobe Media Encoder. Okay, it's been around for a while. The advantage of using Adobe Media Encoder is you can convert your video into almost any format that you want. You can convert it into a tablet, TiVo, a Blu-ray, a DVD. These are JPEG sequences. Of course, you have web video. I don't know what DG Fast Channel is. I don't know what that is. But then you got Flash, FLV format. Oh, so you know how Adobe has been trying to dominate certain things. One thing they tried to dominate, of course, was how to play video over the internet. And one format they tried to come up with is this F4V format for video on a web page. Okay, and they came out with their own player called the Adobe Media Player. The downfall of the Adobe Media Player, though, is does anybody use it?
No.
No. All right, nobody uses Adobe Media Player. So what I'm trying to say is this format I tend not to use. Okay, so this format you see here, F4V. The only thing that will play it is the VLC player. That VLC player will play it, and then of course the Adobe Media Player, which nobody has or nobody uses or nobody even knows about. So I wouldn't use this format. Vimeo, that's for the Vimeo player, or of course YouTube is the one I tend to use mostly. The advantage of using a YouTube video, of course, this is not going to be 720p. This is going to be standard 480 video, and so this is the one I would reformat it to. It's not in widescreen. So this program, I use it a lot. You just need to try different formats. It takes a while to recompress a video. But it's a good way to reformat a video from one format to the other. I wanted to use, see, you even got Kindle, you have Android tablet, you have iPad, you have iPhone, you have Apple TV, you have Barnes & Noble Nook. I have all the different formats that you would want to compress your video in. So if you want to take a video and put it onto your iPad, you can do it using this program called Adobe Media Encoder. I'm not going to recompress a video right now. I just wanted to show you what this program and let's get to Dreamweaver. So I downloaded a video and I'm going to put it into Dreamweaver. Okay, so I have a video. I downloaded it. How can I put it into Dreamweaver? Well, of course, let me put it into a folder. I'm going to put it into a folder, and then I'm going to open Dreamweaver up. Oh, and let's do a music file too. If you want to do a music file also, you might want to do a music file. I'm going to go back to this website again, archive.org. They also have music on there. So there's an audio button right here, audio, audio, audio. Oh, you got your Grateful Dead channel. You want to go to the Grateful Dead channel? Did you get your tickets for June 28th? No? So you can click on a song. Let's play a music. Which one you want to download? 1995. Spectrum 1995. How about that? So if you find a song. Here comes the sunshine. How about that? So if you find an audio file, most audio is going to be in the MP3 format. Okay, MP3. You also, when you're looking at video or audio on the internet, you're going to find this thing called VBR. VBR stands for variable bit rate. Variable bit rate. Usually it's a better quality than a constant bit rate. If you want to download a song, you can right click on it and save. Oh, I guess save this page. No, I guess we can't. Can we download that? I don't think so. This is streaming only. Let's find something we can download. Let's see. Stream only. Radio, old time radio. There we go. Let's see what's in there. Gunsmoke. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. And then here's some download options right here. MP3. There we go. So again, if you find a file and you want to download it, you can right click on it and save link as, and most of the audio you find will be in MP3 format. So I'm just going to download an audio so we can do both. I'm going to do video and audio in Dreamweaver today. So I'm going to download both of them. If you want to try, you can download a song too. Just find one. There's a whole bunch of them on that website. So if you're not looking at stuff on archive.org, it's probably one of the best websites. It has all kinds of media that you can use, from audio to video. It's a really good website. You can go and visit anytime. Like I said, archive.org is open and free to the public. You can walk in. It's a big church in San Francisco, right on 19th Avenue there, right between Golden Gate Bridge and the Golden Gate Park, you know, that strip in between there with all the houses. You know, you go through Golden Gate Park, you come out the other side, and there's a bunch of buildings before you get to the Golden Gate Bridge, right? Right on the right side, big white church. Just walk in, say hi to them. We have a party every Friday. Go up there on a Friday afternoon, beer bash. Go in and learn about archive.org. Okay, let's get to Dreamweaver. Before we do that, I just have a couple more things I want to show on the internet here. So here's the formats that you can put on your web page. Common video formats, of course, the MP4 is what I was talking about. Here's the extensions that they use. MPEG, Moving Picture Expert Code. Hey, I was close. AVI is the original Microsoft one. WMV is the Windows Media Video. QuickTime is the original Apple one. Then you have Real Player, and then we have Flash. Flash video is FLV or .swf. Then you have this is an open source video format for HTML5. This is an open source video format for HTML5. One thing you'll notice is that Adobe did not include this in that encoder. Reason why is because they don't own the patents to it. It's open source. I don't know why. Then of course you got web video, WebM developed by the web giants Mozilla, Opera, Adobe, and Google, supported by HTML5. And then you have MPEG-4. This is the most common one. This is the one I use mostly for YouTube and all those MP4s. For audio formats, you can use MIDI, Real Audio. This is kind of old. Does not play in a web browser, so I probably wouldn't use Real Player. You had to have a plugin for that. Windows Media Audio. And then, of course, the Advanced Audio Codecs was developed by Apple. They developed the AAC back when the iPod first came out, right? So you wanted to put your music on your iPod. Back when did iPod come out? 2003? Something like that, right? That's when the AAC, that was like the format that they developed. And of course a WAV file. The downfall of WAV is it's uncompressed, so it's usually a large file. And then of course the OGG is an open source HTML5. And of course everybody loves the MP3. Remember when the MP3 came out in the 90s? Woo, we were all listening to our music on our computers. We're downloading on Napster, right? You were listening to all your music, MP3. It's an MPEG version, but audio only. It's an MPEG audio only. And then, of course, MP4. So these are the most common ones that you will find to put on your website. It's just some stats. Video now accounts for over half the internet traffic as of 2013. So over half of the data that's being sent through the internet today is video or movie, TV. TV is no longer passive. Most people, 75%, 77%, according to one site, use a second device while watching. Of course, on demand is very popular. So let's see how we can do video in Dreamweaver. So I'm going to go to Dreamweaver. Let me make, I'm going to define my site like I usually do. New site. Okay, let's talk a couple ways to put, so you can, I have a video I've downloaded. Remember the Apollo one that I downloaded, right, from the archive.org? Let's say I want to put it on my web page. If I make a new web page, I'm going to make a new page. To put your video on a web page inside of Dreamweaver, I use the insert option, insert HTML5 video. You can use that option. See that? Insert HTML5 video. Notice how it puts a little icon on there. That's all it does. Next thing you do is you click on the icon itself. Usually here we go. You click off and then on. I don't know. You know how Dreamweaver is. I click off and on. Oh, no, it's not working. There we go. I clicked twice on it. Whatever. So once I have my icon, I can go to where it says source right here. See where it says source right here? And I can go and choose my video. I'm going to go and choose that Apollo video that I downloaded. It's an MP4 video. It works on my web page. Again, I have this little icon. I clicked on it. I went to the properties window. I went to source and I chose my video here. Remember I talked about size. Remember I talked, because it doesn't have a size. Look at it. It's a little icon. If I preview this right now, it's going to play the video in that little icon. You have to go and type in the dimensions here. Remember I had to do that. I opened it in QuickTime and I said, remember the size, right? So I got to put in my 640 by 480. In fact, what you need to do is add 16 pixels to the height so that you have the control bar. I don't know if that problem still exists or not. Let's save and preview and see if that still exists. One of the downfalls of putting your video on your website is you had to add 16 pixels to the height so that the little play bar right at the bottom of your video is there. If you didn't add 16 pixels, this in the old days you had to add 16. I don't know if you still need to do that. Let's preview and see. Let's preview. Uh-oh, this video is not supported. Oh. Oh, I guess that's not going to work. I don't know. Let's try Safari. That worked. It just didn't work in Firefox. There we go. Didn't work in Firefox, but it works in Safari. Yeah. So again, this is a video that's playing from my hard drive right now. I could take this though and put it on my web server and have the video playing on my web page. Have you ever seen the spaceship? This one, what's it called? The V5? It's at NASA. You can walk. It's like really long. You can walk all the way along it. Well, they have one at the NASA headquarters in Florida. So again, I'll recap. To put your video in there, again, I made a new page. I saved it. And I use the insert HTML video, right? Again, I had to click off and then on, off, on. There we go. I clicked a couple times and I get this. The poster, what's poster is a picture. Is a picture that you can use so before the person plays the video they see like a thumbnail, right? Like a picture, so you can give them like a thumbnail of what the video looks like. That's what the poster is. Again, you put the dimensions in. And there's also an autoplay right here, so if you want it to play. And you can do looping, so it loops around and keeps playing over and over again. I don't know about the preload. I probably wouldn't use that. That would, I mean, the advantage of using video on your website is it's going to stream from the server. I don't want to preload it into memory beforehand. They would have to probably download the whole thing. So again, I did controls, autoplay, maybe loop if you want. You put the dimensions in, and here's the name of the video. And I previewed it in Safari and it worked, at least this version. And see the preload, I didn't have to click, or the autoplay, I didn't have to click, right? You saw that? Okay, let me show you another way that I use video on a website. Another way I use video is to use a pop-up window. Kind of like you saw on the Zircon page, right? Kind of like this way. The way I'm using it here, the way I'm doing it here on this page, the way I'm doing it here is I'm using jQuery. This is a jQuery box. This is a jQuery. That's what colors it a certain color, right? This is actually a jQuery box. Okay? That's a jQuery box. Another way, though, without using jQuery, you can use a pop-up window using the Open New Window JavaScript right inside of Dreamweaver. Let me demonstrate that one. So So again, another way to play video on your web page inside of Dreamweaver is you could say, how about we make a link? I'm going to say go to video. Or you can make a picture. I don't know, take a picture or something, whatever you want. If you want to steal a picture from a video, let me demonstrate that first. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place today. Wouldn't it be nice if I saw a picture of the video so that the people could see like a thumbnail, right? You might want to make a thumbnail of the video before they click to play the video. Let me show you how to make a thumbnail of the video. Go to your video. Go to your video. I'm going to hide Dreamweaver for just a minute. I'm going to open up my video in QuickTime. I'm going to open up my video in QuickTime. Open up my video in QuickTime. So again, how I open my video up in QuickTime is I right-click on it and say Open with QuickTime. Right-click on my video and say Open with QuickTime. Once my video is open in QuickTime, I can scrub through it. I don't know why that's saying scrub through. Scrub through. Scrubbing is where you grab this little diamond. See the little kind of diamond thing in the controller right here? That's called scrubbing. I'm scrubbing through. I'm scrubbing through my video. Find the frame you like. Find the frame you like. Okay, that's a cool picture right there, right? That's a cool picture. I'm going to copy that. To copy it, I'm going to go under Edit, Copy. Edit, Copy. What's that going to do is going to copy this frame of video. Edit, Copy. I'm going to go back to Dreamweaver. And I'm going to say Edit, Paste. And it's going to paste the picture in Dreamweaver. It's going to ask you to save it. Because, of course, it's not a file. Remember, everything you bring into Dreamweaver is a linked file, right? So right now it's saying, hey, when you copy and paste into Dreamweaver, it's saying, hey, there's no file, so you're going to have to save it. You're going to have to give it a file name. It becomes one of your assets inside one of your folders. But you can copy and paste. You can say, whatever, 32-bit PNG is fine. Yeah, 24-bit PNG, that's fine. Hit OK. It's going to ask you to give it a name. This is my video frame, whatever you want to call it. Frame, video frame. And then hit save. Yeah, I haven't saved my file yet. That's why it's bitching at me here. Let me save my file. Okay, you want me to do that again? I'll show you again. Here we go. To get a frame of your video, you're going to steal a frame of video. Here's how I do it. I'm going to go to my video. I'm going to go to my video. Go to my video. Open it in QuickTime. Open it in QuickTime. Scrub through. This little diamond is called a scrubber here. Scrub through. Find the frame you like. This is always a good one right there where it says USA. Stop right there somewhere. Oh, there it is. How about that? Beautiful picture right there. You're going to copy by going under Edit. Copy. Go right into Dreamweaver. Go right into Dreamweaver. And inside Dreamweaver, you go Edit, Paste. Edit, Paste. And it should paste that picture in there. Again, it's going to ask you to save it. It's asking you to save. You can choose whatever. You want JPEG? Sure, JPEG's cool. Choose the format you want to save it. JPEG's cool. Hit OK. It's going to ask you to give it a name. This is a video frame 2. There we go. So easy way to steal pictures is to open them in QuickTime, copy them. I use this technique all the time because I like to, I want to see a thumbnail. I want to see a thumbnail, right? If you look at the if you look at the Zircon page, I keep going back to it, but if you look at it and you go to a product and you click on a product, look, there's a little, I took a picture of the video frame. This is how I did it, just like I showed you, but of course I shrink it down to be little, but that's a frame of the video. And then they click on it and they watch the video. Okay, let's do the clicking inside of Dreamweaver. Okay, I got a picture. So I want the user to click on the picture and play the video in a window over top of my video. Okay, so that way they don't get well, it might be confusing, but I like to try it to play in a video above, in a window above my page. To do that, I'm going to go to my properties. I'm going to select my picture. I'm going to go to the properties window, and I'm going to put a dummy link in there. Remember the dummy, or like a link that goes nowhere is the hashtag, right? Hashtag or pound sign, whatever you want to call it. Hashtag, pound sign. Then I'm going to go to my behaviors. Remember we were looking at behaviors like last week or 2 weeks ago? Do you remember that? Behaviors. In the behavior, I'm going to go to the behavior that says open browser window. Open browser window. Again, this will open a new window. Open browser window. Inside my browser window, I'm going to choose my video. And then I'm going to make a window that's a little larger than the video because I don't want this. I want it to be a little space, right? A little space. So I'm going to make the window because the video's 640 by 480, right? That's the dimensions of the video. So I'm going to make the window a little bigger. 640. How about making 700? Ooh, 700 and 550. How about that? And you might want to put scroll bars on if it needs them, and resize handle, I guess. I don't know. Whatever options you want for your window. Okay, again, I'm going to link to the video, and it's on click. So let's preview this one. So let's see what it does, and I'll review in a minute. Let's see if it works. How about that? So I'm going to click. And it opens a window up over top of it, and the video plays. Okay, so how this worked was I clicked the thumbnail because I had a link I'll review, and it opens in a window above. And notice it doesn't have the control bar either. You have to roll over it to get the control bar. I'll review. Let me do it again. Inside Dreamweaver, I click on my thumbnail, and I put a pound sign in the link, right, or the hashtag. Then I go to behaviors, and then the behavior I'm going to use is open browser window. Inside the browser window that says URL to display, I'm going to choose my video in there, the video that I've stole the frame from. And then I made the window a little bigger than the video frame, right? I made it like 700, I think, by 550, right? And then there's different options you can have for your window. You don't have to turn these on. These are just like window options, right? Do you want the menu bar and things like that? You don't need to turn all these on. And the window name doesn't work for me. I don't know why, but it doesn't work for me, so I don't know why it's even there. But once again, it's going to be on click, open browser window to play the video. So if I save this and preview it, I click on my thumbnail, and it should open a new window up, and it centers the video inside the window. So video is fun. It's not that hard to do. Okay, so in order to do the jQuery one, I copied these two lines right here. These two are the basic jQuery ones. Then I have a YouTube pop-up minimum. See this one right here, YouTube pop-up minimum? To download this and save it on my computer in my folder, I can just click on it right here. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to save this. I'm going to go under File, Save Page As, and I'm going to put that in my folder. put that in my folder. Then I'll link to that. I'll just steal the link here. Steal the link. Steal the link. Steal the link. Here it is. It's just a JavaScript link. So it goes up in the head section also. Goes up in the head section. And of course, it's at the top level. So that's. So again, I downloaded. Here's the jQuery links right here. jQuery out links right here. Then this is the YouTube pop-up thing I found on the internet. I just found this on the internet. I downloaded it and put it into my folder, and I linked to it. I downloaded it, put it in my folder, and then I linked to it. And then the last thing is to actually play a video. You need something to click on to play the video. So these are the links that I had to do right here. So then on my web page, I'm going to make a link. It says play video. Play video. And I'm going to make that a dummy link or a pound sign in there. So again, pound sign there. So again, if we look at the code, I have three things. I have the plain jQuery link, another plain jQuery link. I don't know why I have two of them, but I got two of them. Oh, this is the UI element. I don't know if I need that one. Maybe. And then I have this jQuery YouTube pop-up min, this one right here. And how did I get that? I downloaded it and saved it in my folder. I downloaded it. Where did I download it from? I just downloaded it from my own Zircon page. How did I download it from my Zircon page? I downloaded it by going to one of the Zircon pages and clicking on the code. So I went and looked at the code. And I clicked on the link right here. Here's the YouTube pop-up min. I just clicked on it. Once you click on it, it actually goes to that .js file. It goes to that JavaScript file. And then I saved that into my folder. I went and saved it into my video day folder. So I have this jQuery pop-up window. So, do you see how I did that? Okay, I'm going to move on now. Again, to do the pop-up window inside of Dreamweaver, I make a link to the video. Here's a link to the video. Now I'm going to go back to the Zircon page and steal the code there. To use the pop-up window, again, there's actual code for that. You have to go to the source code. You got to scroll on down. I'm going to scroll on down. Here's the YouTube pop-up script right here. There's some JavaScript right here. I'm going to have to steal some of that JavaScript right there. Some JavaScript right there. So I'm stealing again from the Zircon page. Any one of the Zircon pages that have video has this code right here. I'm going to copy that code. And this goes in the head section also. This goes in the head section. I'm going to go back to my Dreamweaver. And I'm going to go to my head section. Put that in there. Then I still have some more code. I'm going to go back to my Zircon page. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more till I find the link to the video. Here it is right here. It's on mouse. It's a JavaScript right here. Right here. Here it is right here. I'm going to copy this line right here. Copy that line. On one of mine, it's 167 is the JavaScript. Now I don't need all this stuff here. What I need is this pop-up right here. On mouse over, pop-up edge. Oh, why is it on mouse over? Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Hold on. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Let me see. No, that's the wrong one there. That's the wrong one. Hold on. That's wrong. That's totally wrong. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. Oh, here it is. It's up here. It's the red one. Woo! So on one of my Zircon pages, I'm on the Multiscanner HD 800. It's the red one. The red one. This one right here. I'm on 151. 151. 151, and I'm going to go back to Dreamweaver. And again, it's in the code view. Let's just paste it in there. And how this works is, let me just see if it works. Let me test it. I don't know if this is going to work. No, I don't think it works. Unless it's on a server. This only works when it's on a server, I think. This doesn't work when you're previewing. And I think you also might need, if I can remember right, you might need this JavaScript PHP file. I don't know, I have so many jQuery links right there, I don't remember which one I used. And I think I might even need this stuff down here too. I don't remember how I did it. How about that? It might be easier just to use the one you find on the Stack Overflow, right? Remember the one I found on Stack Overflow? That might be easier than trying to copy what I did, you know. I did this 3 years ago. This is 3 years old. I can't remember what I did 3 years ago. Do you remember what you did 3 years ago? Probably not. Okay, let's do audio real quick. Let's do an audio example. So we have an audio file on our computer that we downloaded, at least I downloaded from archive.org, right? So in that audio file, if you want to play it, let's listen to it real quick. It's on my computer, so I don't know if that's going to work. So, might be easier to do the example I just did with the pop-up window. So if we look, I have a MP3 on my computer. I can play it using QuickTime so we can hear it. Wow. Okay, you hear it. We have an audio file. So there's a couple different ways to play an MP3. One of probably the easiest way is just to link to it and then let the browser determine how it plays it, because each browser is going to play the MP3 a little bit differently. If you're using Internet Explorer, if you're using Firefox, or you're using what am I trying? Safari. It's going to depend on the plugin that's associated with that file. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you look at, let's just say I'm in Firefox. If you go inside of Firefox and you look at the preferences in Firefox, the preferences in Firefox, in the preferences they're going to have an option called Applications, right? Inside the Applications option, what it's telling Firefox to do, when you encounter an MP3, play using QuickTime. Do you see that? When you see an MP3, play QuickTime. So it'll open up the QuickTime plugin for the browser and play the file. Again, in the Firefox, I'm looking at preferences. In the preferences, there's an application option. Now, most likely you didn't change that. It's by default, right? It's probably default depending upon the operating system you're using. So if I go back to Dreamweaver, I can just simply make a new file. I'm just going to make a new file, a new blank page, and I'm going to type in the word play some music. Oh, I want to actually play music. I'm going to put music in my folder. Hold on. I didn't like that old-timey stuff. I have a, oh, here it is, Sister. Here's a WAV file, too. Oh, I like this one. Okay, so here's a WAV one. I'm going to put that in there, too. So I have both an MP3 and a WAV file. Two of them, okay? MP3 and WAV. So in Dreamweaver, it says play some music. So what I can do is I can link directly to that by using the properties window in the link option. So I highlight the text, go to link, go to the MP3. Oh, I didn't save my file yet. You gotta save your file. So I'm gonna link directly to the MP3. If I preview it in Firefox and click the link, it'll play it in a player like this. Okay, so this is the actual QuickTime player. Well, that's the I'm doing each of them. This is the MP3. Okay, let's look at another one. So if you want to play the WAV file, I can also link to that. Looks like it uses a different kind of player, but it's pretty much a player. So that you can play it like that. Another way is you can actually drive people crazy and play it in the background, right? How I've done that in the past is by using Flash Player, making a Flash playing, audio playing in Flash. Or you can use a JavaScript and use an onload and onload the music and it'll play in the background. So, I don't know. That's very painful. People don't like music. Nobody really uses music on their website. Unless you can turn it off, of course. How did I do that? Let me think of how I did that in the past. Um, how did I do that? Let me think. I'm thinking here. I want it on load. On load. No. I can't remember. There's a way that you can do an unload and have it play music, but that would drive people crazy. You don't want to do that. I still think the best is just to link to your video. You know, go to YouTube. Put your video on YouTube. Whatever, I don't know what video you like on YouTube. Cute cats. Cute.
Let's do the one of the mother smacking her son.
Which one?
Mother smacking her son for being in the riot.
Mm,
That was funny.
She's a celebrity.
cute cat. Oh my god, this one's cute. Where is it? I wanted to see that one. Oh, they're hair drying them. Oh my gosh.
I'm getting a cat today.
Oh, I wish I could get a cat. I got a cat when I was a kid, and I got totally sick. And I found out I was allergic to cats and dogs. I couldn't have a cat or dog.
You have one of those, like, hairless
I guess I could get a hairless dog. Oh my god, look at them all. So if you remember, easiest way is to go to share, right? And there's an iframe, embed. There's a, so copy that, put it in your page, right? You remember how to do that. Hopefully. That's the easiest way. Vimeo has the same thing. Even Vine. Vine. I think I was showing you Vine last time, right? Oops. I can't search. Why it doesn't let me search. So on Vine, if you find a Vine video you want to use, you can go to the, there's an embed option up here, I think. Yeah, here it is, embed, right here. And you can then copy the code, and put it in your so Vine video. I don't know why it doesn't play though. I don't know. Vine's kind of new to me. Okay. Any questions?